They can't possibly catch... Well, it's not about catching. You've seen sexy times before, I'm sure, brother. You're just gonna have to, just wait for them to finish, then leave. It can't take that long, can it? You should speak with them openly, in good faith, as men of reason. Run for it, go. No, I don't want to fall asleep on the cold floor. I shouldn't just sit here and watch in any case. Start snoring. I really don't want to... I have shit to do. If I can't get out of here before the sisters arrive in the morning, it might be even worse. It may not be awful if Zdena finds me here. Finds me first. Maybe we're friends? Sister Illuminata will certainly not be amused. I mean... Zdena maybe... I don't have anything on either of them. Yeah. I'll break for the stairs, they can't possibly catch me. It's one of those things where it's going to be awkward, but I'll just keep my mouth shut. I have a lot of shit to do tonight. I won't talk to them. If I wait, the game is hinting that I'll fall asleep, so I'll just run. Jump. What's that noise? Run, fucker. Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure the other person can see. Oh, fuck. Did I hurt your leg? God damn it. I thought I was going to get to do stuff tonight, but he's just going to bed. Oh man, I should have just waited. Maybe not. I don't know. Better for them to see me because I've got shit on them. I don't have anything on the sisters. Andreas, when are you coming home? His father's name was Joseph. I'll be home soon, Daddy. Cow mission? I just need to finish this commission for the Abbey. I'm a little nervous about this girl, Sabine. How's business? Good. I'm finishing a commission for the Imhoffs. You can see it when you get back. And then you can show me your commission when you open your workshop. Of course, Daddy. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? No. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you never would have had the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. Yeah. I'll see you when you get back. Sure, okay. Sabine? Oh, it's her. Shit. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. You really want to get... So what are you like? Please don't imagine me telling you in your mind, in your own mind. Why? You'll imagine I'm wonderful or imagine I'm horrible. Either way, it's not fair. The painted you? To none of us. Fair enough. I'll see you soon, Andreas, for real. I suppose that's true. Until then. Hello, everybody. Welcome back, Andreas. It has been too long since you have graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kershaw Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of Prince Bishop of Freising. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He's of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this earth, this hell of an earth, Andreas. I just don't believe he could have done it. There has to be a better explanation. I do not deny that it is possible, but I believe it extremely improbable. So what do you tend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there are much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? Because I bought the game. I have to save Brother Piero's life. He has no one else to help him. I want to find the real killer. If the Archdeacon's investigation threatens the Abbey, I want to protect it. I mean all of these. But right now I just want to find the real killer. This one may be... because everything will be solved if we find the real killer. Except for maybe this one. So... that said, yeah. The Archdeacon must be a man of learning. Do you think he is incapable of discovering the truth? Some of the dumbest shitheads in Christendom are judges. For all Andreas knows, this Archdeacon might not be able to tell his head from his asshole. That's my fear. That no matter what evidence I present, Piero's fate may already be sealed. Why does that shit for brains a bit care about the death of a useless fart like Lawrence Rothvogel anyway? You're being too hard on the abbot. The Baron had many good qualities. While I can't disagree with your assessment of them, powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey. Definitely. Oh no, the Abbey. Who gives a damn about these hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Authority. Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freising. You have no authority with him. I know. But that's why it would make it easy. Reason, wisdom, honesty. I mean, people don't listen to reason. When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Wisdom is the other. Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Indeed. You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? You're left with evidence and confession. Oh. Yeah. Above all, faith in providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? Oh, and what they said was hope, lies, and truth. So what do you hope to plan to tell the Archdeacon? I really wish I knew. There were other people in Curacao and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Kemperin despised Lawrence for maiming her late husband. Maimed how? The Baron beat him savagely following an argument about trespassing on the Kempers' farm. His injuries were so severe that they never truly healed, and he needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. Attilia is certain it's because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is there was simply an argument about trespass that got out of hand. And now I suppose she will lose their home. My apologies, his home. For what reason? Should an aged widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little Kempers for old Rannig, so away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own property. We exist on the sufferance of men. Whether law is just or unjust is immaterial. The widow's motive is clear. It's true and terrible. It's easy to understand Ottilia's anger. That's an extreme view. Women are not prisoners of their husbands or their sons, except for Attilia is. Motive is clear. The injustice of a law is not immaterial to those who suffer at the expense of it. A good man does not sit idly by while injustice flourishes around it. What the hell is a half-trained artist with half a university degree going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire, you fucking foolish idiots? The largest and most powerful European state in its time, the Holy Roman Empire was made up of many peoples and suffered from much internal strife during the Reformation, despite Emperor Maximilian's firm hand over the land. You have established a motive for the widow, Andreas, but there is another matter that requires inquiry. While women and men are equal in most natures, women are weaker in strength. How could a woman of Attilia's age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? Well, he was smacked from the rear, so... I wondered at that myself. Have you found anything that she could have used to kill the Baron? No, not yet, and I'm not gonna, I don't think. If you wish to convince the Archdeacon that an old woman killed the Baron, you will need more than just a motive. Are there any others you suspect? Prior Ferenc feared the Baron would report his occult interest to the Inquisitors. How so? Prior Ferenc and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Curacao. When Ferenc refused, the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I found written evidence, a letter from Ferenc to the Baron in which he discusses all of these matters. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul, he could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed, all for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant, that's what I say. We're well aware. Is curiosity such an awful thing? The lust for knowledge can be as dangerous as any other desire. True that, true. Perhaps Prior Ferenc believed his faith would defend him against the temptations of such knowledge. Even so, simply seeking out, acquiring, and reading those books would open him to suspicion from the Inquisition. Prior Ferenc feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the Prior have accomplished the deed? I mean, with Ferenc, it's sort of, he was ready to die. So, I don't think he's ready to murder, really. I'm not certain. I haven't found anything that I think could have been used as a weapon. It will be a challenge to convince the Archdeacon that a prior committed a murder this foul. If you mean to suggest that Ferenc is a suspect, you must find a weapon to convince the Archdeacon. Are there any other suspects? Are there any others you suspect? I've found no other suspects. Well, the Mason. What? You have brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I am prepared to meet the day. Before you go, there is one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know. But you need not tell him everything. So I can sort of manipulate the outcome of what's going to happen. She means you should only tell him about people you don't mind dying. That's one way of putting it. There is a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right. No point throwing everyone waist-deep into shit. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I will do my best. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. And also with you, Your Majesty. Oh, shit. Do I have to eat? Can I just go do stuff? Let's find someone to eat with. Alright, so what I'll do now is leave the episode here. It's gone on for very, very long, but we got a lot of stuff done. Maybe I'll divide this into two, who knows. But I probably will, actually. But we've gotten nowhere. We have one weapon of choice. We somehow haven't put up the Mason as a suspect yet, even though clearly he is. But I guess we have to prove who the kids were and what they had to do with everything and so on. So we're gonna go talk to him next. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.